Many organizations going through a PCI standard for the first time don't know where they stand, and this is where the value of a readiness assessment comes in. In this video, we're going to talk about readiness assessment types and what it can mean for your organization. Hello, I'm Soy Prella, manager here at Schellman, and we're here to talk about readiness assessments. A readiness assessment looks at a company's current posture, situation, and applies it against the standard, identifying high-level gaps. It's not going to go into great granularity for each control, but it will provide a pretty succinct view of what is in place and not in place. To break this out by different standards, let's begin with the software security framework. A software security framework readiness assessment will look at where you're standing as a standard. The differences may be valuable to your organization when it comes to things like threat analysis, critical assets. When doing a readiness assessment against the SSF, be it the Secure Software Standard or Secure Software Lifecycle Assessment, those controls can be evaluated and your organization will have time to prepare to say, this is how we handle data, here's what our critical assets are, and here's how we're going to protect them. Moving to a PIN or P2PE assessment, we're going to join those because of the alignment between those standards. A readiness assessment will provide feedback into how the data is being handled. When we think about all of the components within a P2PE, from the encryption environment to the decryption environment, a key injection facility, one can easily see that there's a lot of moving parts that need to be evaluated. A P2PE readiness assessment will look at controls such as, is your HSM FIPS approved? Is it end of life? Are the PTS approved devices valid for more than a year? How are you exchanging keys with other organizations? How are you managing those keys? So as you can see, whether PIN or P2PE is being evaluated, looking at these as a gap assessment allows an organization time to correct those before going through a full validation. Last in this set is 3DS, or 3-domain secure. In order to help prevent fraud with card not present transactions, the 3DS protocol can be assessed against the 3DS standard. In addition to the PCI portion of Part 1, Part 2 is going to look at the handling of that data. A readiness assessment here is going to look at the controls for what is being evaluated, how it's protected, how it's encrypted, and then how that data is exchanged with your partners. Readiness assessments for PCI, SSF, P2PE, PIN, 3DS are a valuable resource for an organization in a shorter time to identify major gaps in their environment. We welcome you to reach out to us to what your goals are. Ask your questions. We'd love to answer them and maybe do a readiness assessment on you and how you are going to meet those controls.